Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, with...
Me, Tiber.
Terrible armor.
Me, Sycoperion.
Sycoperion, and Minfilia over here in the corner.
Or would it be Psychoperion?
Sycoperion.
Psychoperion. That's your new shooter
That
name.
sounds like a side channel.
Yeah, it's for your first-person shooter recordings.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I'm just talking to her now.
Mm-hmm. Forgot to talking.
Until not so long ago, you were but one of many adventurers seeking to make their way to Eorzea. But for your character and courage, we were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Therefore, you travelled to the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming that Thancred and the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bestied the primal Ifrit.
With some help.
You have achieved a great deal in your short time, and have won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. Soon discover!
Is that price nuzzling into your bosom? I will accept that price.
We have guests. Or rather, you have guests.
Eh?
Beg pardons!
Ah,
Oh, sorry.
yeah. So, these are the three companies. Choose which one you like based on color, I recommend. I'm going to choose the red guy. Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always.
I'm going to judge it based on
I'm given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into the mists. I'm here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. That's more of a sigh.
As you can see, Scythia and Scheherazade, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the grand companies of Eorzea.
Which one did you choose, Imperium?
I haven't chosen yet.
We're going red.
For it's on to this ends. All three have sent officers to court you. They would not originally, or ordinarily even, go to such lengths to enlist new recruits. That they have, is evidence that they have high regards for you.
Pardon me.
I find myself wondering how word of Scythia and Scheherazade's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flames should know of her triumph is to be expected, but the other grand companies?
I love the little dance they do. Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Sporanic. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace reigns over the Tweleswood. Screw you, you racist, isolationist whores.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the elves.
What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Mr. Sporanic. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. Why, even before you aided us against the Amosha and their dead primal, yours was already a respected name in Ul'dah. Our people know you and love you as well. A woman of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. Look, I can't help it. I get drunk really easy.
The Admiral's not,
Base, I already did a voice for this one.
Fine. Then
The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want for you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa to the shores of glory.
I prefer him just sheerly because of the talking, the way he talks.
You mean the way I make him talk?
No, like the wording.
Also, he's the most fashionably dressed. Look at this. He's got red and black. Oh my god. It's two of my three favorite colors.
Well, I'm more talking about the fact that he's trying to recruit us, and instead of trying to swoon us with how great and stuff, where he's also talking about his own place, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Join us for the betterment of everyone.
That, and I just like saying Limsa Lominsa.
Limsa Lomin. pizza.
Very well.
Multipass.
Though I'm quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap the brief summary of the situation would clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial economic and technological resources of their respective city-states in terms of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. You know what? I think the reason I would go for the Maelstrom is it's short and snappy. The Twin Adders of Limsa of blah de blah. No, the Twin Adders of blah. It's just got too many ofs. It's too long, if that makes sense. And
They're just the Maelstrom.
And the Flaming Rose or whatever it is.
The Flaming Rose.
Flames.
Yeah, the Immortal Flames makes me think a lot of the Flames.
The Order of the Rose.
Eternal Flame.
Yeah.
The Order of the Eternal Flame, which is just a religious and hateful organization of people who claim everyone's a heretic.
Also, they can't coordinate worth a darn. Look at this man. He's got a bell on top of his head.
But anyway, wait, what? No, that's the Maelstrom guy that's got a bell on his head.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying that's awesome.
Oh,
Service, please. Ding ding.
Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation of which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful servants, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful in your other endeavours. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best serves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitments you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiances in a later date, you are entitled to do so. And yet, I concede there is no small choice that you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understanding that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you in making an informed decision. What do you say, dear officers?
I'm trying to remember. Serpent was the one. Serpent was the snake one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
a
but
fine suggestion.
Yeah.
You're wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well. Let Scheherazade hear our leader speak, then return here with her decision. He's just more eloquent. We eagerly await your answer. Also, he has the coolest salute.
Well, that's British Navy. Or British Army, full stop.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Just the palm's not facing away, it's facing inwards, which is weird.
It's to avoid the Hitler connection.
I know full well what adventurers are by nature, of liberty of breathing... I know full well that adventurers are, by their nature, a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service. But I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in and of itself, it is not the only benefit. Are you possessed of great power? And with it, you are capable of doing untold good. Yet, know that great power is not wont without attracting attention, nor not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one pair of women. Shit, I just noticed I went, not but one. I was like, shit. But in the midst of the Grand Company, however, you will be 2 women amongst many. I, a friend amongst friends. Your accomplishments will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one of the Grand Companies does not
Link
mean
Pearl!
joining another one. I hope that you can continue to rely on your aid. The 12 know that we all need it in the days. We'll all need it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek the protection of their own nations. We Scions are, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, but not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be more afield, afield more often in the future. As such, I have carried this link peril for you with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of your location. Eorzea is changing, sisters, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say without the morrow, what the morrow will bring. But so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught that we cannot accomplish. Now, it is time for you to make ready on your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you of where and when the remembrance services are due to take place.
Where is Operion?
He's here.
Right here.
Where?
He's probably just outside the doors.
No, he's not. I'm looking and I don't see him.
Next to Minphilia.
Oh, okay, you're talking to her too. Cough.
Tiber's down in the corner.
That's normal.
I'm in the middle of the room, motherfucker.
In the corner.
I'm in the exact opposite of a corner space. I am literally in the middle of the room.
That's not the exact opposite. The exact opposite would be the opposite corner.
No, that would be the opposite corner. I said I'm in the exact opposite of a corner space. Meh.
Okay.
Was it me too? Did I do the voice of Tataru or did you?
No, I did it.
Well, you're up.
I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly, and often, to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue. Literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect that you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the three services. The Elder Seed Seer, Sana, will deliver her address at Makoto's Amphitheater. Maketo's Amphitheater? I can't remember. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the individual parties, it's possible that the order of services might change. Still, there's not much that we can do about that. So make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you need to go to Ul'dah, where the Flame General Ruban Al-Yan will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Ooh, and it's rumored that there is a special guest. How exciting! Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsala Mensa, where the Maelstrom Chief Admiral Milbra Blossomsfind will be given her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Xanthiel, and he will admit you. Got it? Well, off you go then. I hope you will find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order. Though, with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in your favor at the predicted travel time plans. Farewell.
Or preferred travel plans, even.
Aren't you a little short for a Dark Souls character?
I know, right?
So it does remind you of Demon Souls as well.
Mm-hmm. Also, Tiber, I believe that's one you can adjust the visor on.
Wait, visor adjustment.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that being a thing. Manually adjust visor.
Visor.
You really had to do air quotes.
Where's that visor?
Armor.
It's on your character sheet right next to the show hide headgear.
There it is. Visor.
Please tell me you can, because I'll be fascinated if you can. Can you? Can you?
I don't know. Try/visor. That's the same thing as the button.
Is it not working at all?
Nah.
No.
He has no eyes in there.
There are. There's lenses. Anyways, we're off to Gridania.
Wait, you guys go do your remembrance ceremonies. I'm gonna level up to 25.
Have fun.
Oh yeah, I finally have a crap ton of magic as well now. And by finally have a crap ton, I mean I've got a bit more than I had beforehand. And also quite a high critical rate.
I don't like my sword. It's not as cool.
My stick doesn't look cool. It's never looked cool. My stick just looks crap.
You're a
You know?
mage. Get used to it.
What I do looks cool though.
What?
I'm happy about.
What?
What I do looks cool though.
Yes, it's hard not to look cool when you're burning everything ever.
Exactly. But it's still possible. I need to play more Dragon's Dogma. I really love the spells in that. They were ridiculous.
Isn't that the one with the really, really bad facial designs?
I lost my
Yeah,
son to the
the-
calamity.
Yeah.
Voicing.
Seeds are all together.
Oh,
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a
oh
body.
no, not your son.
Random NCCs with voices. Really? I'm so short.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted
I hope the
a
guys
place
watching this video are
beneath the
prepared for a
boughs.
lot of cutscenes. And by a
So
lot,
it
I mean
was
3.
that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago.
They've already had terrible voice acting, at least they're getting good one
The
now.
Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the...
Oh god, it's these two!
I was about to say, they look interesting.
The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant
Gridanian
symbol.
standard.
Do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life
not
of
really.
peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
Okay, how's this a remembrance ceremony?
5 years ago,
There we go.
the Alliance met
more
the
just a
armies of the
historical-
Empire upon
no.
the fields of Cartano.
Uh,
It would
did-
prove
blah,
the
blah,
bloodiest
historical
battle
reading
in recent
so far.
memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost,
I'm pretty sure you could count them if you tried.
As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed. Each waking hour, a struggle to survive.
Oh, don't be so dramatic.
Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable.
Seriously, give me the quest. We'll kill them all, and then
So
all will be
beleaguered
well.
from within and without,
Yeah.
it is of
massacre
little
them.
wonder that our unity now falters.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without
The
fear.
dark soul has been. Oh,
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn.
A new dawn, one could say.
Please
Roll
join with
credits.
me in honoring their memory.
No, wait, that's completely wrong. Damn it!
yeah. I was like,
I'd be terrible at CinemaSins.
So Realm Reborn.
Yeah.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
Remember the ideals that they hold?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood.
Well, time to go kill everyone.
Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania.
United we stand, divided we fall.
We are gathered here to honor the fallen.
They fell because they were not united.
Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and
She keeps
sanctity.
having really long pauses.
For the
and I
children.
accidentally
We must
skip
think
just
of the
before
children.
what she
Woods
says.
will be done.
It's up to us to
You know,
protect the
Like
forest.
the very end of it, I keep skipping by accident because she has these massive gaps. Ah. Grumble, grumble. I think the issue is she's
Sparkle,
trying
sparkle?
to sound elegant. And while sounding elegant, she has massive pauses in her speech.
Mm-hmm. Hi, twins. How are you? Twins, Basil.
If you'll permit me, Alfie, no.
I don't
And
trust
my
them.
sister, Alize, at your service.
They're twins. I'll take them if you don't want them.
I don't trust them. Like, I think they're going to be bad.
That's fine.
Why?
I'll take them.
At a glance that you were a fellow traveler.
The Gridanians are unfortunate enough.
You might
Are
call us
unfortunate
students
enough
of
to have
history,
some
I'm still doing
sampling
cutscenes.
the realm's remembrances
Got,
in pursuit of enlightenment.
There we go.
The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with the two beast tribes. The Ixtil, who are unquestionably more troublesome, being a natural wall-like disposition, and want to summon the bloodthirsty primal Garuda. Garuda. The Sliefs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature. They are mischievous rather than malevolent. And have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned their primal Ramah. The Gridanians have no love of war, and they consider an open conflict the last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more frequently, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are, as of yet, bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswood is grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving the Gridanians vulnerable to attack. The people are hoping to restore the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals will put an end to their woes. Yet, how long will it take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by the Gridanians and their insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come out in all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How invulnerable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them? Invaluable, even. So I'm curious, are you like turning your whole torso to watch them walk out the gate?
Pretty much.
My god, you're like a mech warrior then. That's what it is. Anyway. Where are you?
I went back to Ul'dah, because that's where the next place is.
Ah, could have just...
What?
Bah.
Bar?
Bah! I say to you, bah!
Alright, so once you get to Ul'dah, you'll want to hit the Chamber of Rule.
It's kind of strange because it doesn't give you an air of something that's almost dying and devastated, the music. It's all very happy, like dun da 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 dun da 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 da.
Well, it's connection to the server in the middle of killing something.
Aww. Good thing it wasn't on camera!
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, that's happened to me before.
Lovely. Now I have to wait for it to log out.
Yeah. It should only take like half a minute. Hi.
Hello.
Hello, it is me.
You don't look like an Inigo.
Well, you would be surprised. No.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimal herself!
And Roban as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
We need to put up some sprinklers then.
Hurrah! Rauban!
I'll be honest, I do
Where
like that
since
guy.
antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ur dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold, where by the grace and glory of Naldar have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
Hey, it's those two again.
Grandiose.
There,
Oh, she's back. They're
at
back.
the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
So they only care
Great
about money
and
and
many
military.
are the gifts our nation has
Wealth
given
and
the
power.
In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
Oh, I thought that said Vlith.
Yeah, I thought that too. The Vith.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair,
Salute.
the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead.
Maui, he spat
Look
out
around
Ira there.
you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just
God damn it.
steel of the righteous?
Happened again, and I'm having like
Is
major
this the
lag
great
issues.
nation our brothers and
And
sisters
nothing's
gave
downloading.
their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death.
Nope, nothing's downloading.
Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth.
So send me out to kill them.
We stand on a precipice, yet we do not
She
act.
looks really annoying.
She's really depressed.
Whether trader or soldier,
I guess, yeah.
monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Uldar stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can... Now
Oops.
is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride
Okay, so
forth.
Stupid
he's an invader.
twitchy clicker finger.
In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you,
Into the night.
line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Uldar, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Uldar. As Uldar prospers, so shall her people. Ya for Uldar!
Ja,
Together
Fulda!
we are one.
This is just so adorable how he carries her.
Together we are one. That sounds like Advent thing to say.
No, it's just so adorable how he carries her, like a parrot.
People of Uldar, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Uldar.
I'm surprised it didn't go
Yet
via
those who measure that wealth in
XII or whatever.
coins and carats are gravely deceived.
XVII.
For the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Uldar, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory,
to the Sultana!
ride fearless into the inferno. For we are by fire reborn!
By fire reborn.
Roll. Oh shit, wrong one. Never mind.
Forsooth,
The time is now!
Oh god, that voice.
Meeting you again.
Yeah, especially since I teleported.
Victory for Uldar!
Oh my god. Please tell me that was a goblin, because that'd be hilarious, and I now know what goblins sound like.
It was that was totally a goblin.
Yay!
The Old Dans have a long history of conflict with the Al-Marja, a beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit.
Killed their god, they're done
Judging.
for.
Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have already encountered them. The Oldeans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So, they have dealt with Ifrit thus far. smouldering his flames with each time he is stoked to life. Yet he has one but several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Gridanians have not gone away. Garleans even, not the Gridanians, my mistake. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming that they had a coin and resources were to be infinite, will be finite. Herp. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrits. It has been observed that the El-Majah have summoned him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldians send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, even, each victory is brought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder then that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventure of your experience would be the most welcome addition to the ranks. For their sake, I hope that the Flame General's words struck a chord with you.
Yeah.
They're basically merchants and militiamen, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let's be honest.
Very true.
It's kind of funny because you're teleporting while just standing there. Like, you didn't even do the teleport pose. But should we just continue this? We're at 37 actually right now.
Yeah, we'll end it here. I want to crawl into bed.
Okay. So we'll just call it here and then finish it the next time?
Yeah, we'll do some stuff next time.
Okay. We'll wait till I load in and then we can end it then. There we go. Where have we gone?
Should be right beside you.
There's a dead guy here.
Yeah, again?
Yeah, dead level 60, the Heavenly Mitsubishi.
Oh, it's a different guy.
Anyway.
He's from the same guild, Mog. I think this might be like an event thing.
Really? Huh, clever. Anyway.
Because there was another Mog guild member here the other day. Oh, right, we can do this.
Just stand there and then, yeah. Right. Anyway, we'll leave it there, so until next time, all the best, and
we hope you enjoyed.
Good night, everybody. Oh my god, I wave like a potato. I wave like a fracking potato! Shut up!
I got a sword.
Shut up!
That wave is great. Oh. You're like so solid necked. I would hate to be in that. Oh.
I can't turn this guy.
Good night, everybody.